Okay, let's have a look at this question, and it's a very straightforward question to find the highest common factor and lowest common multiple of two numbers, 54 and 90. Well, we've got to find out what both 54 and 90 are made up of in terms of primes multiplying each other. If you draw a vertical line and I write 90 here, my first question, is it even? If it's even, I write a 2 here. Then I go 2 into 90 and I write the answer below. Now, the number is no longer even. So I've got to look for the next prime, and maybe we should write the primes up here. Okay, we try the next number now, 3. Yes, 3 does go into 45. And 3 into, you see, you can do it 3 into 45 on the line, 3 into 45, and you write your answer below, 15. 3 again will go into 15. 3 into 15 leaves 5. Now 5 is one of our primes, so we can simply write 5 into 5 goes 1 and 1. So your last line on these columns of numbers should be 1, 1. So let's leave that for the moment and do the next number here, which is 54. It's even, so I write my 2 here. Dividing 54 by 2, I get 27. No longer even, so 2 will not go in. 3 will, however. 3 goes into 27 9 times. 3 again will go into 9 3 times, and 3 will go into 3 1 1. So we can now write both 54 and 90 out as a product of their prime factors. So first of all, let's find the HCF. Now just think about what the name suggests, the highest common factor. These are the factors of 90. These are the factors of 54. Which ones are common? Well, this first 2 is common to both, so we can ring them as a pair. This 3 is also common. We can ring this pair. The other 3 here, we can ring. Now, there are no more common factors. So the highest common factor will be a 2 multiplied by a 3 multiplied by a 3. We just select one of the pairs because it's the highest number that is common to both. 2 times 3 times 3 is within 90, and 2 times 3 times 3 is within 54. And this is equal to 18. So what you'll find is that 18 divides into 90, leaving 5, and 18 will divide into 54, leaving 3. The highest common factor. So what about the lowest common multiple? The highest multiple will be 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 multiplied by 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. In other words, 90 multiplied by 54. That will be the highest multiple of the two numbers. Now, the lowest common multiple wants to multiply all the numbers together, but where we have common numbers, we can use their single values. So the lowest common multiple will be 2 times 3 times 3. That's dealt with the pairs. Then we've got to multiply by the last two numbers, which is multiplied again by another 3, multiplied by 5. And that turns out to be 270. I hope you've noticed there's a trick here. If we look at the highest common factor results of primes, it's exactly the same as how the lowest common multiple string of multiplied numbers starts as well. So in future, we can do this by saying, okay, if you want the lowest common multiple, we can just say it's the highest common factor, 18, multiplied by the numbers that didn't pair up. So I can say that the lowest common multiple is equal to the highest common factor, in this case multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. Still, these are your two answers.